out to center. On their feet.
Our acquisition of the team was as big a surprise to all of the stakeholders of the NHL as it was to us and to anybody who was looking on, and that included Fanatics.
Our fans are discerning, they're passionate, and we have to meet them at that point.
The one thing we haven't been able to do is look out into the arena and see our jerseys being proudly worn by our fans.
That's going to be an incredible sight to see out there.
The biggest challenge we had here in year one is really the highly compressed timeline, ultimately ideate, design, execute, and deliver.
Typically, you would want to have about 18 months at minimum to launch a brand. Put this in a little bit of context. Seattle had a couple years ultimately to land on their brand. In this instance, Utah presented some challenges in the truncated time period that we had to do it.
So getting to ship jerseys between 3 to 5 months, get the draft jersey, practice jersey, home and away jersey, and ultimately jerseys to the fan as well.
You can imagine when Fanatics heard the news that we were going to stand up an entirely new franchise for October and had to create both home and away jerseys, that was a daunting task for them.
It's typically around an 18-month is optimal time period where you could start that design process, do what they call a methodology debrief, where you would go through and just say, hey, what do you want it to be, from color exploration, identity exploration, and that process was even more complicated by the fact that this was the first year Fanatics was going to be our on-ice provider.
When we start a project like this, we know it's going to be a unique situation. It's about flexibility and adaptability, right? And out of the gate, from day one, we had full commitment and full engagement from the team and the NHL to really get this done right.
It takes a group and a collaborative effort. We were on calls constantly. Communication was really seamless. Ultimately, we were able to deliver for the on-ice.
So essentially, we're producing between 60 to 80,000 units out of this facility every month. And we're doing all of the NHL jerseys. We also do a bunch of other things as well. If there's a high-end jersey being made in the world, it's probably coming out of this factory.
The NHL fan is really obsessed with the jerseys and the details. And frankly, that's what really makes those jerseys unbelievable, right? The level of stitching, embroidery, the layered twills.
So your average jersey, so let's say your kid is playing in a league and he's playing house league. That jersey probably has 5 or 6 components to it. It's got a couple of sleeves, it's got a front and back and a collar. An NHL jersey has between 35 and 40 different pieces.
But when you think about production cycles, when you think about the procurement of raw materials, when you think about color selection, all of that, we needed to really, no pun intended, but thread the needle.
And we are back, babes, with another episode of The Empty Netters. The black and baby blue is kind of fire,
I know.
too.
I'll tell you straight up, I think our jerseys are sick.
They're
those
so
colors
good.
are so cool. I think right now ours are the sickest in the league.
I love that.
I think those
dude.
colors are
I love
sick.
that.
I'm not even saying that to be political. I just think it's so bold to go black and like a bright color like that. Like that is so sick.
That colorway is unreal. You see the touches they did to really get that Utah feel to it. And yeah, when they rolled them out, all the guys on the team were blowing up the group chat and everyone loved it.
I mean, obviously we got a huge hockey launch, new jerseys for literally the entire world. Super excited about it. We're putting out thousands upon thousands of jerseys tonight to make sure that we can open at 8 a.m. tomorrow for our season ticket members and then 12 for the general public.
So our patches on all of our jerseys. Those are super unique to us. We're going to be the only people that are having those. Buying them here at the store where the players are playing, it's such a big deal because these are the very first ever that are going to be here, and this has already been such a big part of history. So having those patches on there too are an extra sign of it being unique and one of a kind. It's going to be really crazy, really fast paced here, and hopefully they're all gone and we can break some more records here.
I got here at 4 o'clock. So excited to be here.
It's been a grueling process to try to accelerate this timeline. We know the demand for our jerseys has been very high with our fans. Both the home and away jerseys have been really well received.
I mean, it's pretty awesome here. The atmosphere seems pretty amazing. I think I heard the guys say they sold like 2,000 jerseys today or something, so it's pretty awesome.
Tonight inside of Delta Center, a ton of jerseys out there. It's exciting to see. Utah, you have shown up.
It's really been rewarding because the jersey sales have been, through the roof, which is a validation that they did a really nice job and landed their brand in the right way.